What the fuck is her approach? Because I want to see what the fuck is Rika doing. Keiichi was doomed from the beginning. It's like, yo, he doesn't stand a chance.
Yeah, I'm a heartbreaker.
When I think about Keiichi and Shion in the last episode, it was like from beginning to end, she was setting him the fuck up. In the first few episodes of this season, when we were shown Reina from a third perspective and we see her watching Keiichi, we see her having the shadow on her eyes. Because we're coming from the old series, we wouldn't trust that, right? It feels like the show could be trolling us or it could be telling the truth, we don't know. But after the events of that first timeline, I'm thinking we need to just go ahead and trust what we're seeing. So when we see these images of Shion, for example, having these expressions on her face, like all that shit is on purpose. Prime example is when she was calling Keiichi on the phone to tell him to come to the shop, right? Now think about it. When Keiichi gets into trouble with those dudes with the bike, like the delinquents, you remember how she came out there and she stood her ground. She stood her ground and it was like she was about to fight all three of those dudes. She didn't flinch at their yelling. They were going to beat her up, and then the whole town came up behind her and basically let them know you ain't gonna do shit. And she stood there with that look on her face. Now imagine her at her job and this big dude over here talking about basically wipe his crotch, wipe that shit off of me. And she was over here like, oh my God, can you, like, come on. She would be scared of those dudes. She was acting all scared of the nerds when we had just seen her stand up to the delinquents who were way worse than the nerds. That was the beginning of her setting the stage for him to come and get punched by that dude. And I think she hired those guys. She hired those nerds to harass her at her job because she knew Keiichi was going to stand up for her. And she knew that Keiichi was going to get punched and knocked out. And what is her purpose for doing this? It's all about opening Keiichi up. She's getting him to get closer to her. Because remember when I was like, yo, this bitch is everywhere. She's popping up everywhere. She's doing all these things for him. And it's like, why is she doing this? Then afterwards, they go to the shop. They go to the little store. She asks him to get a doll for her. For what? To make Mion jealous? There's the surface level, I think it's making Mion jealous, but I think there's a deeper reason why she's getting Keiichi to trust her. Also, she's so willing to talk about the rumors, the superstitions of the village. Honestly, the whole meeting with her, Tomitake, and Takanomiyo, that felt like, I felt disgusted. Like I felt like I was watching, like they were just all, it's like realizing you're just seeing the truth. They are in getting him to believe into this bullshit. She's from the beginning gotten Keiichi and lured him into basically the storeroom, like to get him to this storeroom, to get him paranoid. Now, my ultra conspiracy theory is she is working with Takanomiyo this time. And whatever happened with Satoshi, she knows where Satoshi is. She knows that he had the Hinamizawa virus. That's what I think. I think Shion knows that Satoshi currently has the virus and he's down in the underground bunker. He's in the clinic and they're trying to do research on the virus, figure out how it works, all this shit. And she's come to an agreement with Takanomiyo to use Keiichi as an experiment to figure out how they can make a cure. And I think she's doing all this in hopes of saving Satoshi. That is my theory of why she's doing all this. Because the whole last episode, she just lied and set him the fuck up. And she's doing it also to make Mion jealous as well. I also think she's gonna go too far and I don't know, Mion may pop up and rage on her and kill her. Yo, I'm just still thinking about how she was being harassed by those nerds, and I'm like, she's a fucking Sonozaki. Who in their right mind is gonna be bullying, harassing a Sonozaki? Even if you don't know who Shion is, you know who, everybody knows damn well the Sonozaki family. So that doesn't make any sense. And I know they're in Okonomiya, but they got pool in Okonomiya, as we saw when she was standing up to those bullies, the biker dudes. They're like, damn, Keiichi, keep them damn lights off. We were sneaking in here. What? Not tell us an old story. What is it? Here, once again, trying to make him paranoid. Like, what is Shion reasoning for doing this? Like, why would she do this? She's an asshole. You know, I remember this is where I was like, oh my god, when I was watching the old series, I was like, man, it's really monsters kidnapping people. And they're saying Oyashiro-sama is in he. Like, they don't know it was a woman? That's right. People of the village don't know Oyashiro-sama is a woman? She's like, oh, but that's not it. That's not all. There's more. Poor Keiichi, man. I feel so bad for him. This is just awful. This is all in preparation for this festival. I really like Takano voice actress. Yo, Keiichi being experimented on right now. Like, we are watching their experiment right now, y'all. Keiichi be yelling. She over here acting like she really is like, don't tell, no, just relax, don't tease him. When she's been fucking with him this whole time. Hell no, I don't want to come with you. She's off to kill him right now. Shion's a fucking op. See ya. Bye. Bye. Then why the fuck did you bring me there? I'd be so bad. Shut up. That's not funny. No, Keiichi, tell her that shit's not funny. No, Keiichi, don't keep it a secret. You gotta tell. That's the thing. You can't keep secrets. You gotta communicate. Yikes. That's why you can't lie in this show. You can't lie. You gotta tell the truth, Keiichi. Talk to your friends. Yes, I did. Yes. No. Yeah, we wear different outfits, fool. No, just tell the truth. See, the other Keiichi in a previous timeline, he would tell the truth. Rika asked him, and he spoke up about how he felt about Reina. Yo, Oishi, he's so... He'd be like, yeah. Why the fuck is he pulling up telling him all this shit? God, Keiichi, man. I just want to protect him. Look, imagine a cop just pull up to you and just start spilling tea on people's families. Like your friend's family. What the fuck is your hand on my shoulder for? Bitch. Everybody asking about them. Oh my god, poor boy, man. I can't stop saying it. Like, Keiichi just doesn't stand a chance, man. Like, he really needs Rika's help. How the fuck do you know that? What the fuck do you want? No, don't tell me nothing else. If I was Keiichi, I'd be like, I don't want to know. Alright, for real. How does she know that so fast? Stole one of the festival trucks? You did it! Talking about beheading, you knocked the head off! Poor Keiichi. She probably lying. I like how the camera's like shaking. I don't remember anything about the mayor. Alright, here we go again. Rika is inquiring about what he's thinking, how he's feeling. And let's see what her advice is. Shoot. Oh my god. Should have just watched me dance. Oh my god. She's not giving a fuck right now. What is her... Wait a minute. What is her... Okay. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that threw me off because I want to know, what is Rika's... What is her plan here? What is her plan? What is her approach? What is she... Because I'm not gonna lie, this whole time I'm thinking she's pulling strings behind the scenes, like things that we're not seeing. We're just in the other character's perspective. But she's over here talking to Keiichi like, you should have just watched me dance. You should have fucking known better. Now you done fucked it up. We're all dead. I'll see you in the next timeline. It's like, obviously she can't control everybody. Everybody's got free will, but it's like she's needs people to act a certain way in order for something to work out. Like, I just don't understand why we're not getting the ball rolling with her talking to people. She clearly remembers, right, how she was able to win the last time, right? And she's over here talking about they should both be dead by now. Don't you mean just Tomitake should be dead? I just don't understand why she would say that if she knows it's Tomitake faked her death. Right? Are we starting at a place where she doesn't know? No, she does. She said in the first episode, she knows who all the players are. She knows. So I'm kind of confused by that. I feel like, honestly, I feel like Keiichi was doomed from the beginning because of Shion. I'm looking back at these episodes and seeing how she planned their meetup. She opened them up, told him about the story, told him about the curse, told him all this, blah, blah, blah. We're in a timeline where Shion is doing crazy shit. I feel like Keiichi was doomed from the beginning, which is why watching this is so painful, because it's like, yo, he doesn't stand a fucking chance, and the adults around him continuously fail him over and over. Like, where the fuck is his parents at? Here's Oishi yet again, coming up, springing out the darkness, just spraying him with information tea about his best friend's family. And for what? Because, right, he thinks that Keiichi be a target because he knows he did something wrong, so he's watching out for him to disappear. He's not really trying to help him. He's really not trying to help him. This is a sad ass show. Outside of like the violence and all that shit and the shock value and all that, this is such a sad show because it's like watching someone who's destined to lose. And I just don't understand Rika's, what was that? Like, are we back to having like a pessimistic attitude about this now? What the fuck is her approach? What is she doing when she wakes up in the new timeline? We're back earlier in June now. What is her plan? What was she doing before? She could have talked to him before. She could have found him before. I don't know. I'm starting to get a little frustrated. I'm starting to get a little irritated. I'm feeling like we're starting with a certain, like we're starting this game with certain expectations and certain abilities. It's like doing a new game plus, right? We have all our information, all our resources from the old game, and we're coming into this new game prepared. So I'm frustrated because I want to see what the fuck is Rika doing, actively doing. But man, this is a pain. This is painful. I'm not gonna lie. This is painful. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you so much. Leave a like, comment below what your thoughts were watching this. I always appreciate y'all commenting and just giving me y'all's opinions and answering my questions, of course. And so with that, I'll catch you guys later in the next video. Bye.